Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Runde von Fire Emblem Three Houses. Wir befinden uns hier in der unterirdischen Stadt Shambhala, dem Stützpunkt der Schattenschleicher. Und wir sind schon ziemlich weit gekommen. Naja. Wir setzen jetzt unseren Weg fort. Komme, was da wolle. Natürlich mit 44.
This is our chance.
Daneben. Oh, hi. Na, um die sollten wir uns vielleicht zuerst kümmern, bevor wir hier irgendwas anderes machen.
It's time.
So, ist offen. So, von hier kann sie ihn, glaube ich, schon treffen. Ja. Na, das ist schon ein ganzes Leben weniger. Judy. Hier kann Hilda nachziehen. Ich kann den schon mal vorsprechen. Oder eben erledigen, wo ihr gerade der Sinn nach steht.
Don't get used to this.
Good work.
Mhm. Ja, das passt ja perfekt. Sie kommt fast genauso weit wie... Wir könnten Lorenz eigentlich... Machen wir mal anders. Oh, Lorenz. Stell dich mal dahin. Dann kannst du nämlich noch mit deiner Sakrallanze angreifen. Und wenn wir eines gelernt haben, dann, dass diese Dinger keine Sakrallanzen mögen. Verdammt, das reicht nicht ganz.
My orders?
Wer hatte denn noch Verlegung? Ich glaube, Ignaz hatte noch Verlegung, ne?
Steady now.
So, erstmal anrücken.
I'll do my best.
Wer hatte das denn noch? Ach, Hilda war
At
das.
the ready. I'm in.
Stell mal dahin. Kampftechnik. Nein, angreifen mit Magiebogen. Oh, das reicht gar nicht. Hey, dann eben so. Jetzt müssen wir nur noch irgendwie ein Leben abziehen. Das reicht nicht, um es zu durchbrechen. Das macht 20. Ernsthaft? Er steht da einfach. Haben wir wenigstens mal vorgeschwächt. Wie gesagt, um den sollten wir uns kümmern, bevor wir hier die Tür aufschließen. Das wird uns vielleicht ein bisschen hässlich unter Umständen. Natürlich. So. Kannst dich gleich verheilen.
Guide me well.
Ach, du hast ja auch noch Verlegung.
I do this for
Und Bernie
all.
wird geschehen. Der geht jetzt auf uns. Au.
It's over.
Das wirst du bereuen, Junge. Das verspreche ich dir. Ich werde nicht gern geschlagen. Hab's dir gesagt.
Another victory.
So, Lucy, schieß mal auf. Da kriegst du noch ein Level up. Oh, um die sollten wir uns vielleicht kümmern. Das könnte ein bisschen hässlich für Lucy werden. Wir können auch einfach ihn erledigen, das Kapitel beenden.
So
So.
you have shown yourself, Fellstar. Or should I say, Sophis. I will spill every drop of blood in your body to fulfill the long-standing goal of the Agarthans.
Nicht, wenn ich da noch ein Wörtchen mitzureden habe. Lass Lucy in Ruhe.
I'm stronger than before.
Naja, zusätzliche KP können wir immer gebrauchen.
You will never get to enjoy your victory.
It can't be.
For all Agarthans, let there be light!
It's coming down!
Nemesis. Tja, ich glaube, da ist jemand aus seinem Jahrhundertschlaf erwacht. Das ist neu.
My, thank you so much.
Hang in there, Lady Rhea. Get her to her room, quickly!
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
Goddess, Please save Lady Rhea. All we can do now is pray.
Remember when this place was taken 5 years ago and a pure white beast appeared on the battlefield? I only caught a glimpse of it, but I didn't understand where it came from. There were rumors that the goddess sent it to protect the monastery. But now I know better. That beast was Rhea.
Ja, damals hat sie versucht, mich zu retten.
Did you know Rhea's true identity?
Ja, sie hat sich fast vor unserer Nase verwandelt.
Sedith confiscated it, saying it must have been one of Tomas's personal possessions. The beast that appeared back then looked just like it. So Rhea is the Immaculate One. The book said that it was a servant of the goddess, but wouldn't it make sense if beasts like that are actually children of the goddess?
Wo er recht, das hat er recht.
Rhea is in a grim state right now. It's possible she may not make it, but we have things we must ask her about. Once things calm down a little, let's go and see Rhea. Together. The truth can't be delayed any longer.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fodlan's New Dawn. With the destruction of Shambhala, the ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered. However, Rhea has suffered grievous injuries in the process. Yet, certain mysteries remain unsolved, so Claude and the others approach Rhea, who is now confined to her room due to her wounds.
Also bis auf Nemesis haben wir bis jetzt fast dasselbe Szenario wie in Silver Snow. Das war ja die Kirchenroute, die haben wir ja schon vor Ewigkeiten gespielt. Ach, wir haben noch einen ganzen Monat. Den hätten wir uns auch schenken können. Okay, ihr wisst, wie es läuft. Wir haben soweit alles, was wir brauchen.
Sorry to interrupt your rest. But there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything any longer.
Rhea, I have to ask, you're the Immaculate One, aren't you? If what I'm thinking is correct, that's what the children of the goddess is referring to. In other words, you...
I am the last child of the progenitor god. A long time ago, the progenitor god came from somewhere far away and descended upon this continent. She changed her form to resemble that of a human and gave her own blood to birth her children. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization. But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the progenitor god and engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war that ensued, and the majority of humans were annihilated. I believe that those who slither
Danke, Spiel.
are the descendants of those who retreated beneath the ground
Na komm.
during that time.
Na komm. Hast es gleich.
So they'd been waiting all that time for their chance at revenge.
It took the progenitor god an astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god, having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the holy tomb. The children who stayed behind built a settlement in Xanadu to protect the holy tomb as they quietly lived out their lives. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him. Even now, I cannot forget the sight of that massive canyon painted red with blood. I was never able to forgive those who proudly wielded weapons crafted from the corpses of my brethren. I was the only survivor of Xanadu, and all I could do was wander across Fodlan, clinging to my desperate desire for revenge. I called myself Seros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers.
Unbelievable.
I put Xanadu behind me to gather the remaining children who were scattered across Fodlan. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailteen Plains, and I took back the Sword of the Creator.
Let me get this straight. Saint Seros is you? You're kidding me, right?
Professor, Claude, there's something you need to hear right away.
If you have something to report, do so at once. There's no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east. They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
What?
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed. Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Damn it! Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of Murden. Alliance forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Do you mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
Wie kann das denn sein?
That's not possible.
The enemy forces are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
A weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator, and banner bearing the crest of flames. There is only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell. An incredible power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god. Nemesis obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case.
The blood of the progenitor god. That's right. He did take the remains from the holy tomb, didn't he?
From the blood of the progenitor god, Sothis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the Sword of the Creator.
The Sword of the Creator is made from her bones and heart?
The heart of Sothis is the crest stone that was placed in the Sword of the Creator. The same is true of the crests of the 10 elites and the other crest stones. They were born of the blood and hearts of the progenitor god's children. Those who slither in the dark created them, stole them. Sothis never gifted that power to the humans.
The crests of the 10 elites, the crest stones, and the heroes' relics. I can't believe those who slither in the dark made them all. And after that, Nemesis used the Sword of the Creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu. In other words, the citizens of Xanadu were killed by weapons made from the remains of their brethren. How atrocious. But I don't get it. The Sword of the Creator that Teach wields doesn't have a crest stone. So how is Teach able to wield its full power?
The crest stone of the progenitor god dwells within your professor. After I battled with Nemesis as Saint Seros, I reclaimed the heart of Sothis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that goal. I wished to see Sothis, my mother, once more.
Okay.
Yes. I believed that if I could resurrect my mother, I could regain all that had been lost.
So, that's the truth of it.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sothis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, she merely gave you her power and vanished. My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all. Fodlan's blood-stained history must end.
Na, schauen wir mal, was Ignaz so macht. Warum nicht?
Incredible. What a striking color. Ah, Professor. Look at this stone. Such a brilliant blue. You don't normally find stones like this around here. I ought to grind it down. I wonder if it would still be the same color.
Zu Pulver?
To make pigment for my art. Good supplies don't come cheap. I prefer to make my own. Blue is especially expensive. How fortunate that I chanced upon this remarkable blueness. Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again, blathering on and on about painting.
Ach, es ist ja nur ein Zeitvertreib, oder?
Oh, yes. But I know that I can get rather caught up in it and, enthusiastic. You know, Professor, no matter how impassioned I become about my art, you never hold it against me. One could argue that I'm better off preparing for our next battle. I am becoming a knight.
Naja, aber wärst du nicht lieber ein Künstler?
Oh, Professor, please don't say things like that. I gave up on my artistic dreams long ago. To support my family, I will be a knight. That's that.
Das wirst du aber eines Tages bedauern.
No, I won't. I'm doing the right thing. I'll continue with my art as a hobby. I don't think I could ever give it up. When I see something beautiful, I can't suppress the urge to paint it. I don't have a choice. And if my art can bring happiness to even one person, that's good enough for me.
Naja, wenn du dir da sicher bist. Na, du zögerst, du bist dir nicht sicher.
Professor, I have a favor to ask. I'm painting a portrait right now. When it's finished, I'd like to give the piece to you. Would you take it? Perhaps it can bring you a little happiness. That will have made the effort well worth it. Oh, excellent! Is that a promise? Because I'm really going to put my heart in it. That is, I'm going to enjoy partaking in this casual hobby of mine.
Ach, Ignaz. Werd einfach Künstler. Du tust uns allen einen Gefallen damit. Wir können eigentlich mal ausruhen. Wir haben eigentlich soweit nichts mehr zu erledigen. Außer halt die Woche zu überleben. Oder halt den Monat. Lieder haben keine Macht, Magistra. Egal wie sehr vom Frieden gesungen wird, kein Soldat in der Schlacht wird zuhören. Es ist schrecklich, dass nur in Friedenszeiten von Frieden gesungen werden kann. Naja, manche Lieder können Konflikte beenden. Frag Asura.
Professor?
Nein. Ach, wer will denn jetzt schon wieder was? Ich will den Monat schnell umbringen. Du kriegst kein Geld, keine Blumen. Ich glaube aber, wir haben Supports, ne?
And we had fun.
Hopp, da ist er wieder. Hat den Tarnumhang von Harry Potter gefunden.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Ja, ein paar Supports haben wir. Hören wir uns die noch eben an.
Oh, hello, Sedith.
Hello, Leone. I imagine you are here to fish?
Yeah, this is a great spot for it. You must be a pretty experienced fisherman, huh?
Actually, while I have enjoyed the hobby for a long while, I must admit I am less than proficient.
Now that you mention it, I can see you're not having much luck today.
It is likely because I am not using any bait.
Well, that explains it. But why bother fishing at all if you're not even trying to catch something?
Truthfully, I fish only so that I might relax. It is soothing to me to cast the line and watch the water ripple. My days are busy, even hectic. It helps to find peace and quiet every so often.
Oh, that makes sense. Still, if you're going to go to all the trouble, you may as well actually bait the line.
Maybe so. But, to my chagrin, I do not even know what type of bait to use. I learned to fish by accompanying my wife. She was always the one to bait the hooks. She would hand me the rod and I would cast my line. I never paid attention to how the rest was done.
Ah. And your wife, where is she now?
She passed away quite some time ago. Since then, I have only to fish on my own. Even so, I find peace out here. Bait or no bait. What about you? Why do you fish?
Me? Just for the fish, actually. For me, it's purely practical. Catch a bite now, one less meal to worry about later. Hunting, fishing, whatever it takes to get by. That's how I've always done it. I'm not exactly starving right now, but back then, if I couldn't catch something, I'd go hungry. So getting the hang of it was pretty vital.
I would certainly say so. I imagine it is intensely satisfying to catch a fish when the need is so great.
Probably, yeah. The need makes it more purposeful. But hey, if you ever want to try fishing for real, I'd be happy to share my bait with you. And if you catch something, I'll cook it up nicely for you. How's that for motivation?
Oh, are you a skilled chef also?
Can't promise it'll be fancy, but it'll taste good.
Impressive. Wouldn't you know it, I am suddenly overcome with the urge to excel.
Great! Let's get started.
Und der nächste. Oh, es sind sogar 3. Ich dachte, es wären nur 2. Naja, was soll's. Einer mehr oder weniger wird uns nicht umbringen.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
It makes me happy to hear. But who told you that?
Oh, the students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking, I may be the only person in all of the Academy who's never heard your beautiful voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care. However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troupe, but that was a long time ago.
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc troupe? Before the war, it was the single most popular opera company in the imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
Oh, wow. In all of Enbar? They must not have been around when I was living there.
You used to live in Enbar?
Indeed. Although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well, it's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
that is darling, Flame. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
You've never even heard of a theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flame, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
Das ist irgendwie typisch Flame. Einen haben wir noch.
Alois, what a pleasant surprise. Would you care to join me?
Ah, perfect. I was just looking for someone to dine with. Let's raid the dining hall, shall we?
My goodness, but you're in a good mood.
Manuela, I have some news. I received a letter from my wife today.
Oh?
My daughter just picked up a new skill. Can you guess what it might be?
Singing? Dancing? I have no idea what parents teach their kids, or why they even have children at all. Still, give me a hint. Fishing? Bricklaying? Cooking?
That's right. Spot on as always. My wife is teaching her the basics.
The basics of which?
Next time I'm home, my daughter will be able to cook me all my favorite meals. What a lucky father I am. Is any father in the world luckier than I?
I don't know. And I don't care to know.
My wife greeting me at the door. My daughter's nervous face as she sets the meal on the table. I'm so excited I bet I won't even be able to taste the food as I devour it.
Wouldn't your daughter appreciate it more if you took the time to savor?
Then I'll say, how delicious! That was the second best meal I've ever had.
Not first best? Shouldn't you encourage her?
Mommy's cooking is the best, but you're a close runner-up, darling.
Why would you say?
Oh, Daddy, I'm so happy you liked it, she'll say, as she embraces me, a big smile on her little face. Ah, what could make a man happier?
You've forgotten I'm here, haven't you? All I wanted was a dinner companion. What did I do to deserve this?
Oh Mann. Ich weiß nicht, ob Manuela wusste, worauf sie sich da einlässt. Naja, wir werden jetzt an dieser Stelle eine klitzekleine Pause machen. Beim nächsten Mal geht's dann weiter. Wir bringen den Monat dann irgendwie noch hinter uns und dann, naja, geht's ab ins Finale. Das ist dann das letzte Kapitel. Ich hoffe, ihr seid dann auch wieder mit dabei. Würde mich sehr freuen. Bis dahin und ciao!